Good morning, students. Yes, today we are going to discuss our next chapter, chapter 7, aggregate demand and its related concepts. What is an aggregate demand? We are talking about the demand of the entire economy. Okay, and it is actually the value of all the final goods and services which are there in the economy, which people are planning to buy with their income during a given period of time. That is their demand. Now, what are the different components? One by one. Private consumption expenditure. So, whatever expenditure which is done by the private households, that is known as private consumption expenditure, denoted by C. And then we come across investment expenditure. The investment expenditure, it is done by the private firms. All the private firms, they are doing some investment, they are planning investment for the coming year, and that investment which they have planned is known as their investment expenditure. This expenditure can be on the addition of stocks, it can be on machinery, building equipments, anything. Next is the government expenditure. Government expenditure can also be a consumer expenditure, consumer goods or capital goods also. So what kind of consumer expenditure the government does? Like it is doing on health, education of people, transport, defense. Next is when they are doing the expenditure on construction of infrastructure, that is known as the investment expenditure of the government. Apart from this, there are some exports and imports which are happening in the country. So whatever net exports of the country are, they are also a component of the aggregate demand. How do we get net exports? By deducting imports from exports. If you see a flow chart at the end of the topic or the page, this is aggregate demand, which consists of private consumption, investment, government expenditure and net export. All are the components of the aggregate demand. Let's take the topic graphically now. We talked about aggregate demand, but we are here interested only in the closed economy. So in case of closed economy, we will take only the private expenditure, consumption expenditure denoted by C, and investment expenditure denoted by I. Okay, so aggregate demand will consist of these two things, and AD will be equal to C plus I as per the first point. Then the next point says there should be a minimum level of consumption, that is autonomous consumption, even at zero level of income. If you see the graph, x-axis there is income, y-axis there is aggregate demand, 0 is the origin and OY is the income line. What is the consumption line here? C. And if you see on the y-axis, C bar, it tells us about the minimum level of consumption or autonomous consumption. Autonomous consumption, even at zero level of income, we will have some consumption because it is very important to survive. So we will either use our past savings or we will do beg, borrow, steal, whatsoever, but we will try to have this minimum level of consumption C bar. So our consumption will not start from the origin even when our income is zero. It will start from this point, C bar, and next point states that as income increases, as we see OY, as income is increasing, even on the x-axis, as we move from origin towards the X point, we are increasing the income, and when income increases, there is also increase in consumption. The line C is showing an upward slope, so consumption is increasing. But the thing to remember, proportionate increase in consumption is always less than increase in income. Next point, number 4, represents the autonomous investment line. Autonomous investment is the investment done by the business firms, as we have discussed earlier in the components of aggregate demand. This investment is indifferent with the level of income. This is decided by the business firms. It is planned for an year, and they decide that they will, in the coming year, they will invest this much of capital. So this investment is actually a straight line parallel to the x-axis, means it is independent of the level of income. So the last thing that we will see here is aggregate demand. How do we get it? C plus I. The very first point explains. We will shift C curve upwards to an extent we get this distance which is also equal to the distance of I from the x-axis. Okay, as much is the distance of investment from the x-axis, we will move C upwards, so we get C plus I. And the C plus I, we know it is aggregate demand. Aggregate demand is also an upward sloping positive line, and it shows that when income increases, aggregate demand is also increase. What is aggregate demand at zero level of income? Yes, it is C bar plus autonomous investment, autonomous consumption plus autonomous investment. In this way, we are here able to understand graphically the concept of aggregate demand using consumption and investment.